Death is a universal experience, yet often unaddressed. It's a topic that also lurks in the shadows of our minds in clinical cases, creating an unspoken fear that many choose to ignore. Muslim spiritual caregivers apply Islamic teachings and contemporary spiritual care and counseling techniques to address death fear and its treatment in Islamic spiritual care and counseling. In multiple Quranic verses, we read, "It is He who gives life and causes death. And when He decides upon a thing, He says to it only, be. And it is." Surah Al-Mu'min, verse 68. "Every soul will taste death, and you will only receive your full reward on the day of judgment." Surah Ali Imran, verse 185. Every soul will taste death. "And we test you, O humanity, with good and evil as a trial. Then to us you will all be returned." Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 35. Fear of death and death anxiety embrace all emotional and spiritual distress and struggles related to death. However, fear and death anxiety are distinct. Fear is a response to a known threat, while anxiety is a vague unease about the unknown. Understanding this difference is crucial. Muslims usually accept this world as a temporary destination and a testing ground, and death as a bridge from this world to the eternal world. Nevertheless, the Prophet Muhammad said, "Two things don't grow old in humankind: the desire to live and an appetite for property." He also used to say, "Die before you die," which emphasized the idea that the world is temporal and does not deserve to be neglected in God's remembrance and forget the highest ideals in life. Life is something not to be taken for granted and is viewed as a time of preparation for the hereafter. Confronting the fear of death is vital for spiritual well-being. It allows us to live more fully, embracing life with a deeper sense of purpose and peace.
Classical Muslim scholars like Abu Zayd al-Balkhi, Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn Zakariya al-Razi, or Rhazes, and Abu Ali al-Husayn ibn Sina, or Avicenna, explored death fear extensively. These scholars contributed significantly to psychology and spiritual care. They offered the first death fear analysis and treatment in the field of psychology and psychiatry, and outlined certain fundamental aspects of death fear and anxiety treatment. Their teachings still remain relevant, offering timeless wisdom for contemporary spiritual practices. They have also influenced many theories that explain the causes of death, fear, and anxiety. Among these, only 3 theories developed by Sigmund Freud, Ernest Becker, and Muhammad Samir Hossein are considered the leading theories about death, fear, and anxiety. Going back to early Muslim scholars, it is essential to highlight that Islamic teachings have deeply influenced the perspectives of al-Balkhi, al-Razi, and Ibn Sina. In Islam in general, life is a temporary journey and death is a transition to eternity. This perspective provides comfort, viewing death as a bridge to a new eternal existence.
Some Muslims relate their death fear and anxiety to 1. The life test in the grave by Munkar and Nakir, the 2 angels called the Denied and the Danir; 2. The fear of punishment in Barzakh; and 3. The fear of hell after the Day of Judgment. Nevertheless, death fear and anxiety are multifaceted and multidimensional and include biopsychosocial aspects of life. In 10th century, al-Balkhi categorized fears and anxieties, offering a framework to understand death fear. He stated that fear, anxiety, and obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors prevent individuals from enjoying life, performing daily activities, and concentrating on other aspects of life. His insights help in identifying and addressing the root causes of anxiety. Al-Razi emphasized the role of beliefs in shaping death fear. For example, Al-Razi discussed in detail some of these fears and worries in his spiritual physic of Rhazes, and stated that the specific cause of death, fear, and anxiety is speculation on death that brings upon us many times greater pain than that which is to be expected. p. 106. He suggested that those who have fear of death and death anxiety have 2 options to relieve death fear. 1. The belief that the soul perishes with the corruption of the body, or the belief that suggests humans do not feel pain after death because pain is sensational and belongs only to the living body. He argued that understanding and reshaping these beliefs can alleviate anxiety. Ibn Sina, who authored the book Liberation from Death Fear and the Remedy for the Trouble of Death Thought, explored the phenomenon of death from a psychological perspective. Ibn Sina identified various reasons for death fear and anxiety: ignorance, uncertainty about the life after death, the false belief that the soul will stop existing after the body ceases to exist, and concerns about pain before and after death. He also considered that one of the reasons of death fear is attachment to and loss of control over worldly pleasures and desires. Their insights can be applied in contemporary spiritual care. Integrating cognitive and spiritual therapies offers a holistic approach to addressing death fear. Belief in God and eternal life is prescribed as the human refuge from spiritual and emotional crisis when one faces death. Religious and spiritual beliefs play a crucial role in addressing death fear. They provide a framework for individuals to find meaning and comfort in their spiritual beliefs.
Faith provides comfort and reduces anxiety. It empowers individuals to face death with confidence, knowing that life continues beyond this world. Quranic recitations and prayers play a crucial role in easing anxiety. They offer solace and remind individuals of God's mercy and the promise of eternal life. Muraqabah, tafakkur and tadabbur, muhasabah, and other Islamic spiritual practices promote spiritual growth and help face death fear and anxiety. These meditative techniques help individuals reflect on life and prepare for the inevitable transition and accept the reality.
Knowledge of the Quran, its teachings, and the purpose of life dispels ignorance and fear. By understanding death, individuals can face it with courage, reducing anxiety and embracing life more fully. Community support is vital in alleviating death fear. Being surrounded by loved ones provides comfort and reinforces the belief in a shared spiritual journey. We've explored Islamic spiritual care's insights on death fear. Accepting death as a natural process is crucial for spiritual growth and understanding. By embracing life and death, you'll find peace and purpose. This understanding encourages to lead a fulfilling life, free from the shackles of fear. Seek spiritual growth and understanding. Embrace the teachings of Islamic scholars to navigate life's journey with wisdom and serenity. Remember what the Prophet said: work for your worldly life as if you are living forever, and pray and work for your hereafter as if you are dying tomorrow.